Hey y'all, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Felicia and today I've got a really quick video on how to make crochet mason jar covers. This is a really simple tutorial, but you do need to be comfortable doing a double crochet stitch, a single crochet stitch, and working in rounds. For the supplies, I use cotton yarn. You can use any yarn really, but I use cotton. You'll need to have elastic cord. I use the round ones, the little thinner ones, and also a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. So if you have those supplies, let's go ahead and get started. I'll show you how I made these cute little covers to go on top of mason jars, and they can actually double as like little washcloths. Actually, they're really durable enough to be used for multiple purposes. So I have them in two sizes. I'm going to show you how to make the smaller size, and then the larger size I'll have over on my website and written instructions. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and pick up some cotton yarn. This yarn here I actually got from Temu, but you can use any cotton yarn or acrylic yarn. It's just I wanted the cotton yarn. Okay, so first I start by making a magic circle. You can follow here along with me on the screen. It's a lot easier to show you than actually to describe how to do a magic circle. You can also just make a chain of, let's just say 6, and then tie those together. I meant slip stitch that together and then crochet into the circle. But a magic circle is just as easy to make for this. Once you have your magic circle, you're going to do a chain of 3, and that is going to count as your first double crochet. Okay, you are going to end up working through this circle here, and you're going to do a total of 12 double crochets. Remember that chain of 3 counted as your first, so go ahead and crochet 11 double crochets into the circle. I'll stay on the camera just a little bit here to show you how to do it, but you know, if you're more comfortable doing a double crochet, then you won't have to watch all of this. You can kind of speed through the video, but again, just do a total of 12 double crochets into the circle. We're creating like a round. I'm going to do it one more time, but I'm going to take it slower. So just for these next few seconds here, it's going to be a very slow video presentation of how to do this whole situation right here. All right, there we go. Pull the tail and then the circle will start to collapse in on itself, giving you a little bit more structure. So okay, all right, just continue working. Make sure you have 12, and then we'll come back. I'm going to give it a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I need to do one more. All right, perfect. Once you have your 12 double crochets completed, you're going to slip stitch to join the round. So first, go ahead and pull that tail at the end to tighten everything together, and it will make its own little circle. See? All right. And again, as you're working, continue to pull that little tail. At the very end, we'll weave everything together, and then the circle will be even tighter. There won't be an issue at the end. Go ahead and find that chain of 3 that you created at the very beginning. Slip stitch. I kind of did mine like in the second chain, just so that it had a little bit more structure, was a little bit more supported, and then I slip stitch. Okay, and that's just inserting your crochet hook and pulling back through. And then at this point, you're now going into your second round. Go ahead and do a chain of 3. Again, this chain of 3 will count as your first double crochet. All right, in the very same space as that chain of 3, you're going to do another double crochet. So here's 1, and then we'll do one more. So the goal here, guys, is that we're going to do a total of 24 double crochets. So in each stitch around, we're going to do 2 double crochet stitches. Somebody is cutting their lawn, so sorry for the outside noise. Oh my gosh, I thought it would be finished. I'm gonna probably put some music on in this area. Hey guys, at this point, if you want to go ahead and pause the video, continue working 2 double crochet stitches in each stitch around. And as you can see here, I've already finished up mine pretty much. I'm doing the last 2 double crochet stitches. So now we've done our last double crochet stitch. So let's give this a count. We want to have a total of 24. 10, 12. 24. Okay, once you have 24, you're going to slip stitch to join this round the same way we did earlier, and we're going to start on the, let's see what I'm doing here. Oh, this is our round 3. This is our last increase for this little cover, so it's really simple. Now in this one, there is a change in the pattern. You're going to do your chain of 3. That counts as your first double crochet. Then you're going to do 2 double crochets in the next stitch. So essentially you have already done 1 double crochet. Now you're going to do 2 in the same space. This is your second one. Okay, perfect. And then you're going to do 1 double crochet in the next stitch. This is allowing us to gradually increase from 24 stitches to 36 stitches. And then the next stitch, you're going to do 2 double crochets. So you see that you did 1, then you did 2 double crochets, you did 1, now you're going to do 2 double crochets. And that's the pattern for this round 3. Okay. Let me just get resituated here so you can see better, and then you're going to go ahead and do 1 more double crochet and then 2 double crochets. All right, let me show you one more time. You'll do 1 double crochet and then 2 double crochets. Sorry guys, my camera keeps focusing. I think I have it on an automatic setting, so it just keeps focusing. It gets blurry, but I think you can get the concept. You want to continue working the pattern of 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets. You should have a total of 36 double crochets once you're finished with this round. I think I'll do 1 more on camera, and then you can pause the video and then continue working this round. The next round that we'll do together will be adding the elastic. Okay. All right, so here we are. We're getting to our last set of double crochet stitches. We end with 2. All right, and then we're just going to give it a count. You guys don't have to overthink this process. If you didn't get enough stitches or you got too many, take 1 out. If you don't have enough, put 1 in at the end. You just kind of want to keep a nice gradually increased circle. We're not wearing this as a hat or garment. It's just going to go on top of mason jars. So don't overthink this part right here. Okay, just try to get 36. Try to go from, 12 to 24 to 36. Okay, so here we go. Now we have our elastic, and I would say this part is optional, but I think it really adds to the structure of the project. So I'm going to say use it. If you can create this without the elastic, I don't know. I didn't do that. So the way you can determine how much elastic you need is you can wrap it around the jar that you're creating, and that will give you an ideal. Or you can make it twice the length of this circle. I just went ahead and did 10 inches just to kind of give you guys an idea of what I used. And then I'm going to attach it. I'll show you how I attach it, tie it together, and then it's going to create, you know, some structure to the project. Okay, so to attach the elastic, I do have a video on how to attach elastic band, but I'll show you here. Just go ahead and just tie a little knot at the beginning of where you're going to start crocheting. Just like that. It doesn't need to be, you know, too tight. We're going to secure it as we're crocheting, but that's how we get it started. Okay, now we're just going to treat the elastic like it's a part of the project. You will hold it down and you'll work right over top of it. So what we're doing here is, this is where you'll need to know how to do a single crochet stitch. We're just going to do a single crochet stitch in every stitch around. So if you kept the count, you should have 36 single crochet stitches as you work around. Just continue to pull. If you find pull the elastic around, continue to pull the elastic around as you're working. If you find that the elastic is getting shorter, just keep pulling it, because the point is you're gonna create a stretchy top. So you're not gonna not have enough elastic if you did the measurements correctly. Okay, so you're holding the elastic down in one hand and you're crocheting right on top of it. I don't think this is complicated, but it might be. Just take your time. This would probably be the most difficult part of the project if I had to, you know, rate a difficult part. Okay. And again, this little circle will start kind of curling in on itself. So if you want to pause, continue doing single crochet stitches all the way around, making sure that you stretch your elastic if needed, for a total of 36 stitches. Okay, so at this point, you see we've kind of made a nice little stretchy hat. You'll take the two tail ends of your elastic. You have the one that you started with and this one that you're ending with, and go ahead and tie yourself a better secure knot. So I do two ties right here. And then once I have it good and secure, then I'll just clip the ends. This again isn't, it doesn't have to be beautiful. It's just a nice little added touch to a personalized gift. Okay. And just give it a snip. Okay. Now, this is pretty much the project. What I did do at this point is I slip stitched to join the round. And we're finished with that part of it. If you wanted it to look like this, you could leave it like this. Obviously, I put a frilly border on mine, but it fits right on top of your crochet creation. If you use different color yarns, I think this is cute too. It looks like a little like a little acorn or something. I went ahead and added this extra little frill here at the end. This is easy to do. You're going to do a pattern, and I'll show you how I did that. So once I've slip stitched to join the round, I did a chain of 3, and you've done that before. So that is the first double crochet stitch. So we're around 5 actually. In the same space or in the next stitch, it really doesn't matter, guys. This is just to add that extra kick. You're going to do 2 double crochets in one stitch, and then you're going to do 3 double crochets in the next. So in this area, in the frilly border area, you'll alternate between 3 double crochets and 2 double crochets. If you wanted to do half double crochets, you could do that too. It just, however you wanted it to be, is to just create a little frilly edging that kind of just makes it look a little cuter to me. Okay, so I'm just going to stay on camera for a little bit, just showing you the concept, making sure that you understand. You're just creating a border. If you don't want it, I showed you in the earlier part of the video, you don't even have to put a border around it. I just thought it was, like I said, a little cute, and just added a little bit more pizzazz to the DIY gift. Actually, I really think that a half double crochet stitch would probably look really good in this area as well, especially if you're doing the short canning jars, the pint size, half pint size jars. I think that would actually be cuter. Half double crochet stitch as opposed to the double crochet stitch, but I was already committed to the double crochet, so I continued. So that's what it looks like. And just go all the way around doing that until you get the design that you're looking for. And I think I said it earlier in the video, I'm not sure. I did do this in 2 sizes. I did for the regular mouth mason jars, and I also did a size for the wide mouth mason jars. The wide mouth tutorial will be over on my website. It's also, and I also have it written in the pattern for you. But essentially, if you wanted to do the wide mouth, instead of you stopping at round 4, you would go one more round of increasing to 48 double crochets, and then you would start the elastic band and then the frilly. So you just go one more round, which would take your project from 3 inches, around 3 inches, to about 3.5 inches, which is about the difference in size with the large mason jars and the regular mouth mason jars. So if you want to pause and just keep going, alternating between 3 double crochets and 2 double crochets, you should have a total of 90 if you're doing the small jars, and I think you should have a total of like 120 if you're doing the larger jar. Okay, so once you get to the very end and it looks good the way you want it to look, go ahead and slip stitch to join. And that's pretty much it. Go ahead and cut your yarn from the skein. Give yourself a little knot. I did a double knot here at the end just to ensure that it doesn't come loose. And then once you have your knot tied, have the project looking the way you want, grab yourself your yarn needle and then just weave in the 2 ends. You have the one at the beginning with the tail from the magic circle, and you have this one right here that we just finished. Now when you're weaving in the tail for the magic circle, I kind of cross over the circle and then come back down to try to make it more closed, and I'll just weave the tail around the circle. So no complication here, guys. Just weave in your tail however you feel comfortable doing that. Right, and so this here is the small 3-inch regular mouth mason jar lid cover. Super cute. And then I also created one for a wide mouth, and those instructions, like I said earlier, will be over on my website. And this is what the large mouth one looks like. Same design concept, just a little bit larger. Okay guys, so that's pretty much it. As you can see, I've been super busy this summer trying to preserve some of the food that I've gotten from my garden, as well as just taking advantage of apple season, making some apple butter as well as apple slices. But these little tops are super cute. If you like to gift things, this might be a perfect way to gift something with a different little touch, adding yourself in a dishcloth or something to kind of create a complete package. But that's it. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.